Hi parents, Mr. Donaldson here. Just coming to you because several of your students and or you have asked about how can I take a look at my students' grade? How can I see what's going to impact them the most? And how can I help them get to a grade that is acceptable to your standards and also passing? And so I want to come on here, share a little video with you to explain what I've created, how you can fill it out, and how it could help you and your student. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So what I've done is I have created a grade sheet form for students, whether they're in physical science or in chemistry. I'm going to show you with my physical science class what the kids see. Okay, so I have made a student profile. I've used my daughter's profile, and I've added her to my Google Classroom, just so that way you guys can kind of see what this looks like. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to your student's classwork tab. And up at the very top thing should be something called the official grade sheet form. And you click on that, and again, here's my daughter's name, so we can click on this. And it's going to take us to an Excel spreadsheet, is what it formerly was called, or a Google Sheet. But essentially what it has is I've worked out all the formulas, so kids don't have to do anything but put their scores in to see what happens. Okay, and then you're like, okay, now where do they get their scores? Well, they could get their scores from Skyward, but another place to get their scores, maybe even an easier place to get their scores, is just from Google Classroom. And many students and parents don't know how to do that. So let me show you. If you go back to the classwork tab, okay, it looks like this. At the very top left, there's a tab that says View Your Work. And if you view your work, it will show you every single assignment that your student has, start from the oldest to the newest, and it will say what their score is. And sometimes if it's missing, it'll say missing. And I have a lot of students with missing assignments, so I wanted to make sure that that was there. Okay, and you can see all the assignments, including the ones that have been assigned more recently, okay, that they just say assigned. Okay, so we can go right there, okay, and you can go back and forth, toggle between the two, and you can fill out this, and it will show you what your student's effective and overall grade is. So in the next part, you'll see I've already done that. All right, so now I have went through and I've used my fake daughter as work, and I've went through, put all of her missing stuff in, all of her actual scores in, and now her grade sheet looks something just like this. Okay, so you'll notice that everywhere there's blanks, that means that assignment was missing, and I just didn't put anything in there. Everywhere there was a score, I put a score in. And so now, as long as we don't touch any of the formulas, on the right-hand side, it will auto-populate this. And it will tell you that my daughter, according to this, currently has about a 49% on her quizzes. She's got about a 26% in her lab grades, and she's doing a little more than 50% of her participation, which gives her a total grade of 45.45%. The reason I'm giving this to you is that way you can go through with your student or on your own, and you can see what is going to affect them, what is going to help them. So let me give you an example. If I were to go through and I were to do all of their missing assignments, and their assignments say participation or part on the side, so let's hypothetically pretend over winter break they went through and they did all of their missing assignments, and we'll count them as we go. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this example, this student had 7 missing assignments. And I just went through and I gave them a perfect score on all 7 missing assignments, and it made her grade go up 6%. Not an outstanding use of time. But if I get rid of those, okay, and instead I go back and I focus on the quizzes that she's missing and the labs that she's missing, and let's just hypothetically say they only got 50% on all of those. So I'm going to come down and look for quizzes that are missing, say QZ on the side. Okay, here's one. Let's pretend she gets a 50% on this one. And she's missing a quiz. Okay, that's the only quiz that she was missing. But she also has a lab that's missing right here. Let's say she gets 50%. So let's say she gets 2.5. And let's say that my daughter decides to make up both of her labs that can be redone. She does this one, gets a 4 out of 5, and does this one and gets a 4 out of 5. Her grade was a 45%. We just redid 3 assignments. That was it. We just redid 3 assignments. And her grade went up to a 58%. So I'm trying to help show that the useful time is to go back and to look at those quizzes, look at those labs, get those in. So I hope this is a helpful tool for all of you students and parents. And let me know if you need anything. You can always email me at jdonaldson@longviewschools.org, and I'm happy to give you any feedback that you need. Thanks.